Jeff Gadick here, live in Grapevine, Texas at the American Bus Association Marketplace 2012, and with me is Peter Pantuso. Peter, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Jeff. Thanks for being here with us.
Well, it's good to see you again. Always a great start to the beginning of the year with the ABA Marketplace. Tell us about the Grapevine show this year.
Well, you know, we've been to Grapevine before, but this is a different Grapevine and a different show, actually. I mean, Grapevine's got so much more to offer. They've got new attractions, new restaurants. It's a new destination. It's a great destination for the group travel and group tour industry. In terms of the show is much different than it was even 5 years ago when we were here. We've added a lot of components. Just to give you an example, some new things that we have this week. We have a lot of different group tour companies and motor coach companies who have come to the show. The International Motor Coach Group is bringing about 100 of their members here, or member delegates here. We've also got the entertainer motor coach industry. We've got more operators in-house than we've ever had before. More than 750 will be here throughout the week in one capacity or another. We've got safety training programs going on. Government agency is doing a live webcast across North America that can be viewed as we speak, actually. So there's a lot of new pieces to the show this year that we've added, and lots more to come in the next year.
That's awesome. I had a chance this year for the first time. It's an open marketplace floor, so you allowed those that didn't have appointments during that schedule period to go out, and I was surprised pleasantly by the diversity of the buyers on the floor. This is not your father's ABA any longer. Student tour companies, traditional tour companies, a lot of niche organizations, and I'm a publisher in the travel industry, companies I had not heard of before, so I guess we'll have to update our subscription rules.
Well, you know, and interestingly, when people think about American Bus Association, bus is our middle name, so they think, well, it's a bunch of bus operators coming together, but the reality is the house is filled with tour operators who are coming together to buy tour product and travel product. And the open floor, as you said, has been a huge hit. Not only have I talked to, travel members who might have not been on the floor because their segment wasn't allowed and now are and are happy, but I've talked to people that are partnering together. Ran into two great women yesterday. One was a DMO on DMO day, one was a hotelier. They did appointments together and partnered together for their appointments. And today they were going to do the same thing because the hotelier had a different set of appointments than what they had yesterday. So they're, instead of just getting their 58 appointments, they're getting almost 120 appointments between the two of them with unique buyers.
It's a smart way to cross-sell the destination, especially from a hotel perspective, because you bring in the insight and the background information of why groups want to go there. They don't go there to stay just at the hotel. They're going there for the attractions and such.
Well, that's right. And the other great thing about the open floor is it just gives you a chance to catch up a little bit. You know, I talked to a DMO who did appointments yesterday and said today they were going back there not really to try to drum up business, but to fill in some of the gaps. They'd see someone that would say, hey, can you stop by and we can talk real quick tomorrow? And, doing that follow-up 3 or 4 appointments is a big help to them. Sure.
Earlier today, we did a seminar on the show floor called The Riches Are in the Niches, and it identified some of the new and emerging group travel marketplaces. What do you say to an operator who's still stuck in the same tour product and the same sort of tours? How do we shake them loose on this?
Well, first of all, I try to be kind to them, but I also recognize that, they face challenges, and that's part of our role. And, thank you for doing that seminar. I understand it was well attended. I understand it was a great seminar, because that's what operators need to hear. They need to hear and they need to understand that they can't do business today the way they did it last week, last year, even 5 years from ago. Things are changing every single year. The customer base is changing. The demographics are changing. If we look at who rides the bus, on the scheduled market, just as an example, we see lots of new people riding, young people riding, education, diversity, people that want a new product, people that are using it for business, people are using it for point-to-point. But the best thing is they're all new bus customers. Now that they've experienced the coach and what a wonderful opportunity is to travel, let's get those customers and bring them over to the charter and tour side. But we've got to have the product for them. They're not going to take the same product that they've had before. They want shorter time. They want high end. They want a la carte. They want the kind of travel experience that they're used to having right now in their own travel experience.
Well, we'll both keep preaching that, and eventually it'll sink in. I think it is. We're seeing some of the product development coming along. The challenge, of course, is how do you appeal to your current customer base by bringing new customers in, but I'm sure we can overcome that as an industry.
You've got to have product for everybody. I mean, I think that's the lesson at the end of the day. You've got to have high-end product for that segment of the market that wants it. I mean, I've always looked at the market, if you will, for any tour operator as being a bit of a bell curve. At one end, you've got very low-end, price-sensitive customers who need a price-sensitive product. At the other end of the bell curve, you've got folks that money doesn't matter, and they'll stay wherever. The coach, the plane, the train, or the ship are just a conveyance, a way to move them around. The product that they have once they get there or to their destination is really what counts. And in the middle, you have the bell curve is kind of everybody who's in there that's not at the extremes, and so you have product for them too, and diversified product. But you've got to have something for everybody.
Yeah, it's a great way to put it. I agree with you. This show has grown over the years. Next year we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Back to Charlotte. It was 2006, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was about 4 years ago that we were in Charlotte. And the unique piece about Charlotte is that it's really a brand new destination. I mean, much like Grapevine, but downtown Charlotte has changed so drastically. The NASCAR Hall of Fame is there. Wonderful venue, and it wasn't there the last time Marketplace was held. They've got an entirely new arts and entertainment district downtown that didn't exist when Marketplace was there the last time. They've got lots of new establishments, dining, and hotels. So again, as I said, like Grapevine, it's like going to a brand new destination, and it's a great destination. Family friendly, easy to get to, great air service in and out. Everybody can get to it no matter where they're coming from.
And I think amidst this marketplace, it sends a positive message to buyers that if these major destinations can do such a transformation in a short period of time, so can you.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They're appealing to the changing market. If they can do that, certainly a tour operator, coach operator can do the same thing.
I agree. Well, congratulations on another great show, on your success, and we'll look forward to seeing you hopefully throughout the year, but for sure in 2013 in Charlotte.
You'll definitely see us in Charlotte. In Charlotte, we're going to unveil some brand new things that we've been working on for the last couple of years. It's a new opportunity. It's an opportunity for our travel members and our operators to really decide where they want to put their dollars next year. We know the market is tight. You can't spend your money everywhere. They tell us this is the best value of any show that they go to, and we'll certainly see that when we go to Charlotte.
We'll look forward to those announcements. Thanks again, Pete.
Thanks.
Take care.